We're gonna miss it. Don't give up. You can do it. Woo! All right, what is going on? Is it gonna be a good day or will it be a great day? Ding, 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 ding. It's gonna be a great day. My two favorite pumps currently, the little line pump here, the fun pump, and the 38.5, the even more fun pump. Anyhow, we're going on a little road trip today here, a couple hours, about an hour and a half out of town. Some scenic driving and whatnot. Gonna take the old Peterbilt and hit the highway. So what we'll do is maybe we'll check in on the way, see if we can catch some of the scenery and whatnot. And when we reach our destination, we've got about 7 loads of walls to pour. Also, I think in a scenic location, but I have not been to the job site before. This is my first time, so who knows? We will see what awaits us. Anyhow, check back in on the road. Oh yeah, don't forget, Schwing die-cast concrete pump model giveaway. Best comment from now until the end of July. End of July, we're going to review all the comments. I was talking to my buddy Dan. Dan's been in several of our previous videos. Dan and I are going to sit down with what we consider some of the top comments, and we're going to deliberate. And between he and I, we will come up with who will take home the big old prize. So anyhow, best comment of the month for July. So get active, get engaged. And the obligatory Canadian pit stop. Can you guess what lurks beyond that big bushel of foliage there? Take a guess. Stay tuned. Well, you guessed Timmy Hose, you guessed right. Oh, I tell you, I really gotta stop eating this stuff. I am gonna get fat. But I will say, here's some words of wisdom. I went about 4 years without eating a single donut. The most miserable 4 years of my life. So my pro tip of the day is, eat what you want, be happy, be a little bit fat. It's the better option than being not fat and being miserable and starving hungry 24/7, 365. So that is my pro tip. Eat donuts, enjoy life. Here we go, here comes the view. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Not too shabby. Here we are rolling up, and whoa mama, the views are ridiculously awesome. Wow, this is crazy. All right, here we are, and holy crapola, what a spot. Are you camera shy?
No.
Oh, that's the actual address?
Yeah, that's what I sent it to Jim. I sent the number, I sent the words to him.
Yeah.
And I went, sorry, 41343, and then I sent the picture.
Yeah, I got the wrong one too, thanks, but I still found it. So, wow, yeah, I don't know what the heck the name of that peak there is, but look at the view from here. So we are gonna pour these walls here. I think what I'm gonna do, there's a turnaround spot here for the ready mix trucks right there. So I think they can come in, they can drive in back onto me. I'm gonna spin around, and then they can either back out of here or turn around. We're gonna pull a panel of fence here. I'll throw an outrigger across the sidewalk as not to break it. My front outrigger is gonna be the one with all the weight on it. And the back one, I am actually going to leave on the sidewalk because it's just an electrical vault there, but I'd rather not get near that. So I'll plant it right about here, and I'll just put some good dunnage down. Like I said, Most of the weight's gonna be on the front leg here, so it's a nice, easy setup. Beauty. It's concrete 730 or 8?
I'm assuming 8.
Okay.
They don't rush in.
Lots of time. We'll get cracking here. Oh, dude asked me how bad I want a bucket of that mulch topsoil. Oh, best stuff for throwing in the hopper ever. Should I do it? Should I do it? No. Way too high profile of a neighborhood to be pulling that kind of stuff. I think we'll be bang on. Oh, not too shabby. Perfect time for a shout out to the Dyka tough grip handles versus the non-Dyka not so tough rotted through every 4 to 5 years handles. I hate this rope crap, especially when you get like slurry and whatnot on it. It just rots the rope out. These rubber handles are so much better to deal with. See? More rotten handles. So when we're going to level this thing up, we always start at our low corner. So our low corner is going to be driver's side front. I'm going to fully rig this. The back one I'll keep in. We ain't got no business being anywhere over here anyhow, so. Just a square pad on this side. We're not booming over this way, so we'll not be seeing exceptional amounts of forces on the outrigger. I was on really crappy ground, I would center all this up a little bit better. But this stuff is like rock hard, seeing as we're in the mountains here. So this is totally sufficient for what we're doing. But yeah, if I was on some real soft, mushy crap, I would center the pad better, center the foot in the pad better. But it's all situational. Okay. When I take this back end up, I just like to get a little bit of weight off the back tires. You don't want the tires off the ground ideally, but get a little bit of load off of that suspension. That way you're getting the full counterweight effect of the pump. Otherwise, if you've still got some tension on the springs and the suspension is wanting to lift the truck up, combined with the boom being stretched out, wanting to lift the truck up, that's when you end up floating outriggers on the non-working side. You gotta go back and adjust things, yada, yada, yada. So I'll just lift this up. I'll try and get maybe a couple inches of sag into that suspension. That's pretty good. That was actually only about an inch, so. And then the last one I'll snug up here is this back corner. That makes me happy. This is a super easy setup here, so everything looks good. We're a little bit lower on the working side. If anything, I prefer to be a touch low on the working side rather than a touch high, and it's less prone to lifting the non-working side when you stretch out. I know that might sound counterintuitive or kind of weird, but when you get this side of the pump cranked up and you boom out that way, there's more of a leverage effect, and it tends to pick this side up more. I mean, we're not even stretching barely halfway out here today anyhow, so this is all for demonstrative purposes. This is just way overthinking things at this point. Like I said, demonstrative purposes, people. All right, we'll get unfolded here and get after it. All right, here we go, boom up. I need to come off this side. What side will the boom be folded off of? Will it be a good day or will it be a bad day? Let's see. It's going to be, if I go to swing off the side we're working from and the boom's wrapped around the other way, it's going to be a bad day. What do you think? Are you ready for it? It is going to be oh, bad day. Oh no, we got to go all the way around. Terrible. If I had myself one of them fancy DY pumps with the infinite rotation, I'd never have another bad day in the rest of my pumping career. Seems like a simple solution, right? You got your main hoe. Is that your main hoe? Go hoe walls?
Go hoe wall.
It's gonna be a hoe finish on the wall tops today.
Well, actually, I'm putting it away. It's double steel rebar. So
Oh, that's a sad day. Get back in your car, ho. Even though I do use the EOC feature on the pump, most of the day when I'm setting up, I do not. Usually because it's early, and I prefer to peeve the neighbors off as little as possible. So I usually set up at like either idle or just one bump above idle, just to be a courteous little construction worker. But yeah, you put an EOC in the minute you throw it in outrigger mode or move a boom function, it's like max RPM. It's a little bit excessive, I would say. Best part about the RZ, leave them hoses and reducers attached. When I get to the job site, all I do is unfold and they flop right out and they're ready to rock and roll. Saves me 7 minutes of time spent setting up that I can now dedicate towards more critical things like laying out dunnage or assessing my hazards or whatnot. So I'm a firm believer in that, in attaching the whip hose and the reducers, especially on a residential pump of this size. Maybe not so much on the bigger pumps where you're running a 5-inch or a 4-inch hose every day, but on these size pumps, it's time saved at the most critical juncture in the day, in my opinion, which is when you're setting up. You don't want to be rushed. You want to have as much time available as possible to focus on the important things. like a setup that's going to keep the pump facing the right direction throughout the day, so, which is upwards, at least with the truck chassis anyhow. The boom can go horizontal. We don't like the truck going horizontal. That's a bad day. All right, well, because most of the dirt around here isn't exceptionally suitable for throwing in the bottom of the hopper, and I do in the worst way want to score a bucket of mulch from the neighbor's place there, but my better judgment tells me not to. So what we're gonna do? Oh, Roger, what did you do?
My pasta spilled.
You had a pasta explosion?
I had a pasta explosion.
Okay, I can afford you some water, sir.
Thank you very much. Otherwise, she'll be real stinky this afternoon.
Yeah, it looks like she was a fine Alfredo. That's too bad.
Thank you.
No worries. So give this a little mist. And then we're gonna take some of our fine pixie dust here, camera and mouth time.
Mist on the bottom.
You're really asking for a lot now, sir. Another shot?
Yeah, right in the...
Did he get it?
Oh, it's just plastic there. Yeah, I got her.
Got her.
There we go.
Now we're gonna mist this down. Like so. Now we got a nice little layer of bentonite under the tube. I put a little bit in the corners there too, where concrete likes to stick. So this works well. Not as well as dirt, in my opinion. You'll still get the buildup, but it's not gonna bond to the metal. Just give her a couple whacks with your washout bar and she's done. So multiple uses for this quick gel, high yield powdered bentonite product. And don't let water get in the bucket like I did right there. That's a no-no. Anyhow, we'll oil this girl down and wait for concrete. While we're waiting around here, I want to see the quickest way to rectify a disgustingly dirty hopper lid. Goodson Super Scraper, carbide tipped. I'll leave a link in the description. We mount the camera here and watch this thing just obliterate all this little buildup. Yeah, this thing's an absolute beast. Just don't use it on painted surfaces because it'll pretty much do that with one swipe. But yeah, old hardened concrete, just blast through it. There's a bunch of guys who've bought these that I think have seen them in the video, and I've not heard one negative review yet. So what's going on? Oh, just leave it there. Yeah, that was Sid. Sid left the screen from the line pump on site, so I am retrieving it, and I will take it back and put it back on the line pump where it so belongs. And a nice little dousing of canola oil. Eco-friendly canola oil. What's going on? We're YouTubing. You filthy treasure, you. Ian's job canceled on site, so now he's here. You, sir, have been elected vibrator holder guy.
Nice.
Should you choose to accept this position, which I don't know that you'll have a choice, but we're glad to have you here.
Can I be the hose guy?
Hose guy?
I'm precise.
Are you ready for that?
Oh yeah. Bring it on.
Okay, we'll have a group discussion about this. Yeah, Ian and we had 3 guys on one job. a big pump and 2 extra operators are pouring like 200 feet down into a tunnel shaft. And they get there this morning and it's been canceled because I guess it was flooded out with seawater or something to that effect. So we're pulling an audible here. Ian's gonna play concrete placer for the day. Concrete has arrived. I repeat, concrete has arrived. And my usual prime, full volume forward pump. And just spray some water up on the barrels. Once I adjust my nozzle and get a nice fine stream, there we go. I let it switch over, 5 or 6 times like that. Get a good amount of water in there. And stop. That's all I do with this pump. Every time. You put more water than that in there and it actually doesn't like it, you run the risk of segregating the concrete. With our concrete around here anyhow. This is all very specific to the mud in your area. But yeah, just get about a liter or 2 of water in the S tube ahead of the concrete and rock and roll. Here we go. And we'll flick our vibrator on from the remote apparently. There we go. And as always, I'll go down after a couple strokes, make sure we got air coming through the hose. Yes, we do. See it blowing the dust? We do. Strip a little bit out. Roger's not going to touch the hose because that would be unsafe, right, Roger? Until the concrete comes through. Stay clear. Clear the area. There she is. With 3 more strokes, she'll be up, over and out. And maybe 2 more. 2 more strokes. There she comes. We're through. Success. Pump on. And just like that, we are pouring concrete. Not really a whole lot to the pour here today. I mean, they're 14-foot high walls, so the vibrator guy is going to get a trap and shoulder workout. That's your vibrator guy. I thought you were going to be the hose guy. Denied or what? Thought you were going to be the hose guy. Seniority, bro.
I'm the motor guy now.
Wow. Don't sell yourself short. It's a it's not a coveted position, but it's a position of entry-level responsibility. Yeah, he's actually not selling himself short. It's a new guy job, vibrator holder guy. Actually, I think vibrator cable management guy is even a step below vibrator holder guy. Yeah. I will say though, the guy that actually runs the vibrator is probably going to pour like this, or any wall pour. One of the most underrated positions on the concrete placing crew. The vibrator guy has so much input on the actual outcome of the walls. You get a guy who drops the vibe in there and reefs it out and doesn't let the air come out with it, it can quickly ruin a wall pour. So drop her down, hold her at the bottom for a couple seconds, nice and slow on the way up, and let the air come up with it. That's the key. But I've seen so many guys that get in a rush, and yeah, the end result is less than ideal. I don't know if you can hear that gurgling or not. The valve right on my tip section there, right where that boom bracket is. It's a valve for the air cuff. I've already rebuilt it about 5 or 6 times. Every winter time, when you get moisture in the air system, it freezes up and it dislodges the diaphragm inside. You got to pull apart, rebuild it. Well, the seals and O-rings on it are finally worn out, so I got a brand new one here. Let's take it out. I'll show you what it looks like. Just gotta find time to drop the boom down and install it. I don't know if I'm gonna have time here today or not. I got the tools to do it, but I believe the function of this, and somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, I believe it's like a dump valve, so when you release the cuff, the air can bleed off more quickly. I believe that's the function of this. And there's a little diaphragm inside here. The exact function of it, I don't know. You get air pressure to one side, the diaphragm seals off the other. Who knows? Anyhow, somebody who knows, if you want to give us the synopsis of exactly how this works and what it does, please do so. Two loads in and it is getting hot now that that sun has come up over the hill there. Oh man. But one thing about pumping in this particular region, they got all this nice round river rock in their mix. Look at that. Oh, nice round stuff. Beautiful. So much nicer for pumping. Apparently with the round rock though, they need to use a lot more cement powder and a lot more rock and like maybe sand too, I don't know, because it doesn't interlock like crushed wood. You know, you take a handful of crushed material and it just kind of binds together, whereas the round stuff will just sort of roll over itself, so it doesn't have the compressive strength. Crushed material, they can use a little less powder, I believe, to get their braking strengths versus round. But man, for us pump guys as well as the guys placing it, that round stuff is phenomenal. I could get used to pumping this every day rather than that. As I sit here pouring these walls with all this extra reach, all I can think about is that 28Z Putzmeister I keep talking about. That new 28Z that I want so badly, with the short rig system, the full flex system, and the beautifully laid out operator friendly decks. Man, oh man, I want that. Or a 36XXT LeBaire, that would be nice too. Or a Schwing 36 Razor, that one too. Or really a lot of pumps. It's a real conundrum, but I think the 28Z Putz is tops on my list right now. Fortunately, money doesn't grow on trees. Well, that's my prime out, been on the ground for about an hour and a quarter, and that was just a lot of rock and water. I think the first pass on those walls is going to be relatively set. I like that. 14-foot high walls. They're actually 14-inch wide as well, so it's a lot to ask from rental form. But so far, so good. So we are on load 4 of, I think, about 7, and man, these guys are crushing it with the service here. We're not used to seeing supply like this in the city. I guess they don't have the city traffic and whatnot to contend with that we do. But yeah, this is a refreshing change. I could work up here every day of the week. Unfortunately, there's a local pump guy here who's done a really good job, and he's got the market on lock, which is fine. The only reason why we're up here is because our guys are placing it, and we generally pump all of our own work that we place and finish. But yeah, if we get up here once in a while for something like this, it's a nice break from the city. But yeah, beautiful area here. I am happy. See what Roger's doing there? That's the epitome of proper vibration. Nice and slow on the way up. Not in a rush. Beautiful. Roger is a top-notch finisher. Top-notch finisher and a top-notch vibrator placer guy. That's the way to do it, folks. Nice and slow on the way up. Take your time. Drop it down. Take your time. And nice and slow on the way up. Well done, Roger. Well done. I gotta say, the other nice thing about using this material with a round rock, you don't get any of that buildup in the hopper like you will with crushed material. It doesn't mound up in the corners, stack up at the back. This is amazing. It also helps that we've had non-stop supply here from these guys. They've nailed it. So, oh man, I'm enjoying my time up here way too much. All right, here we go. Top up pass. Top up pass. Jair working his way through the gauntlet of rebar. Man, I gotta say, this concrete is so nice to work with. It's nice, fluffy, fatty. So nice for pumping, placing, finishing. It's yeah, this is a treat, man. If I could work with this kind of stuff every day. I think just in the city we get more of the I don't know if you call it commercial grade materials. Maybe that's a fair assessment. But yeah, this stuff reminds me of the residential material of years ago that we used to get in closer to town. But yeah, this is a nice little treat. All right, it's time to play everyone's game. Will we have enough concrete? The truck just started to rattle, which usually is indicative of him having about 3 meters left on board. And we gotta do 10, 20, 20, 50, 45, 50 feet of wall, 10-inch wall, 3 feet high. I don't know, do the math. My eyeball says it's gonna be really darn close. And we have about a quarter meter to pump in a pad at the neighbor's house here. So I think I gotta commit here. I gotta commit. I'm gonna say we will have enough concrete. We're gonna have enough concrete. We'll check back in and follow up, and I'll let you know if we have enough concrete. Stay tuned. Well, if you only got 1 meter left, we're definitely gonna be short. We'll just run it out. It'll take them 2 minutes here to run it out. We're definitely short.
Like then we'll load the next truck then?
We'll just hang tight. He'll pump this off real quick. If you're only a meter, we'll chill. They can deal with it.
And then they can measure up the rest of the order?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He says he's got 1 meter, which would mean we're way short. I thought we had a little more than that, but maybe not. We'll find out. All right, Adam's got the tape measure going. It's no fun using a tape measure. That takes all the sport out of it. Hey, there you go. Hose guy. Okay, you're done. You did so good. You want? Oh, you didn't. You're still low. All right, Ian the hose guy, you did it. I gotta say, that air cup is so handy for topping up. You're not folding the hose over 100 times. Every time you gotta add a couple inches to the wall, vibrate, couple inches, vibrate. Especially having that fabric air cup from Conforms. It makes it so much easier. It's a lot more convenient than the old hard shell style, at least we find. We've been super happy with ours. No more folding the hose over with ropes, for the most part. this guy, oh, I think he's empty. Oh yeah, he's spinning up. We're gonna be short like 1.5 meters here. I'm gonna go back, I'll pump down what I got in my hopper. Let's go see what we got in the hopper. We're definitely short, it's just a matter of how much. What do I got there? Oh yeah, nice and full. I always pump it down so I got just enough to recirculate. Just keeps the hopper from caking up while we wait. Hey Jair, I got like about 5 or 6 strokes I can give you. He's empty and I got about 5 or 6 strokes. If I were to pump the pump right out, I'd probably get another 5 feet of wall. Yeah, let's do 3. It'll be exciting. We'll live a little, you know? Yeah, okay. 3 meters to finish. Okay. 3 meters to finish. 3 meters to finish.
3 meters to finish?
Are you able to call it in?
I can radio or if they can.
Yeah, if you can radio, it would be awesome.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, 3 will show you something. So the video from almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Ooh.
100,000 views.
Oh,
isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Who would have thought?
2 weeks ago.
Yes.
What the hell did you do?
You know what's depressing about that though? You know, the depressing part about it all? It's a big boom video. The best videos are the line pump videos, man. That's why I like watching Muddy Feet, because of his line pump videos. Right? But I guess the masses like the big boom stuff. I don't know, man. We like the line pump videos though, right? That's the technical stuff.
Muddy Feet.
Yeah, Muddy Feet, yeah.
Or I should say me.
You watching you? Yeah, I don't know. Prima Donna, he watches his own YouTube stuff.
No, I don't have to show it to my dad.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, show him what you do. Show him that you actually work for a living, right? Anyhow, we are just gonna wait probably 20 minutes for this balance load here. So I'm gonna recirculate. What I like to do when I recirculate, I got 2 sections up, 3 sections down. What that allows me to do is carry less concrete in the hopper, right? It's about to suck air right now. Once I open that air cup and those sections drain out, I'll have lots of mud in here, sprinkle a little bit of delay set, and it allows me to keep the stuff alive and keep it fresh without having the hopper heaping right full. I hate recirculating with the hopper full because the stuff at the back, it doesn't really get worked and cycled through. It kind of tends to sit there no matter what you do, even working the hose, trying to knock it down. It just, in this kind of heat this time of year, it just never really works as well as keeping it low and just doing its thing, right? So, per usual, my favorite product, Fritz Pack delay set. Every pumper should have this in their toolbox. We're gonna mix a little bit of this in. It'd be really nice if the wind would stop blowing my tarp around. Really help my cause here. Just a little bit, nothing crazy. Doesn't take much. I feel like I'm getting more on the grate bars than I actually am in the concrete. That's okay, I'll rinse that off though after. So yeah, no, I absolutely love this stuff. As much as I talk bad about some of the other products, and not even talk bad, but things like the gel type primers, the Slick Willy stuff, which I really don't like for line pumping. I think they're actually very effective for priming through a boom, through steel pipe, and they're very convenient. They're convenient to use, but for line pumping, I'm not a fan. Not with our material in our market. I know a lot of the shotcrete guys like them, but for what we do, it's just not. It's not ideal. I love my bentonite. I think we all know that by now. But some of their other products, like this one here, is I use this stuff every single day. It's very, very nice. And what I like best about it is it doesn't kill the concrete. It just slows it down. So I can still put this stuff into a wall and I'm not going to come back a week later and still be able to poke my finger through it. So anyhow, if you can locate or source some of this stuff, I recommend grabbing some. It works really, really well. Once again, we recirculate. Water on. Spray, spray, spray. Spray, spray, spray. Run back before it pulls air. Agitator on. Let the agitator spin. One more stroke. And water on. Spray, spray, spray. Oh, she's gonna pull air. Agitator on. I absolutely hate dealing with this. Man, oh man. Give us the levers back. Give us, I don't care if it still is toggle switches, just some provision for having water and agitator simultaneous. For all the new advancements in technology, all the doodads, some of it is very beneficial, I will say too. The simple stuff, man, us operators would be so happy if we could just get little things like that. So please, 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 in the future, water and agitator simultaneous, even if it's at the sacrifice of a slower agitator speed and or reduced water pressure. Just for recirculating, it's so helpful to have. That's my 2 cents. Rant over for the day. And not even a rant. I would say it's a constructive suggestion. Let's call it that. Now that we're done recirculating, we'll throw some shade on this. Just like so. And now I will go sit in the air-conditioned cab and eat my lunch. I always, always, always do this. Even if the truck's supposedly 10 minutes away, I'll still come around and maybe not delay set it, but at least wet it up, cycle it around. Just shutting the pump off and then doing your lunch or whatever you got to do, even if you only think it's going to be 10 or 15 minutes, is a very, very bad habit, especially when you're at the end of a load, which is typically the driest portion of the concrete in the truck. You really want to come back, if at all possible, and recirculate the stuff. Just get a little bit of water through it, whatever it takes. But now I can go chill out for 20 minutes and I got no worries, right? Proactive, preventative measures. Work smart, not hard. A little bit of work now saves potentially a whole lot of work and the worst day of your pumper operating life later. So, all right. That's the fastest balance ever in the history of concrete. Can we work here all the time? He seriously, he called it in like not even 10 minutes ago. Are we getting somebody's leftovers? Is that what's going on here? This is a little fishy. Okay, say that again. Ian just said something. We gotta back it up here. I gotta get this on video. You should. Okay, what did you just tell me?
I should have a line pumping match with Muddy Feet.
A match to the death with Jeff from Muddy Feet. 4 lengths of 25-foot 3-inch hose, 2 over each shoulder, and you gotta drag it 200 feet one way and 200 feet back the other. Wait. There's a video online of a guy attempting it. I'm gonna try and dig it up. I will find it. I will insert it right here. It is absolute gold.
For $20, can BAM drag 4 3-inch hoses 200 feet there and 200 feet back. Ready, go. If he can do it, he gets $20 each way. Those are 3-inch hoses. You gotta go all the way. You gotta make this end get to the blue can. Come on. Dig. Dig. You got this shit. Dig. Come on. Don't give up on me. You got 25 more feet. Go. Oh, dude. You came up 10 feet short, bro. I can't pay you.
Doesn't Jeff do that all the time though?
No. We're talking 4 25-foot 3-inch hoses.
So 2 on each?
2 on each. You got to drag it 200 feet that way, 200 feet back. What do you think? You do it? That's a challenge out there to anyone. If you injure yourself, we're not responsible.
Sid does that all the time.
Okay, we're gonna try that in our yard. There's no way you could do it. He might be able to do it. You couldn't do it.
Game on. Okay, how about
Four lengths of 3-inch hose, 25 footers, 2 over each shoulder. You gotta drag them 200 feet one way and then turn around and 200 feet straight back.
How far is 200 feet from here? Is it up to that rock there?
200 feet is probably to the front door of that house. No, it's further than that. That's about 175.
If you have them wrapped up, I can do it.
I don't know.
I don't think either one of you guys could do it.
I did those weights that they put on the side of the for the side of the building for the balance.
Oh, here we go. He's telling old war stories. Okay.
Me, you, Sid, Gary.
Okay, in the yard, we'll try it. If anybody wants to see it, comment, and we'll put it together. Yeah, no, that's nowhere near as difficult as what I'm proposing.
Yeah,
and just so you know, I think Jeff would chew you up and spit you out. You know why?
Oh, yeah.
He's from Texas, man.
Yeah.
You don't stand a chance. You're gonna regret this whole thing, buddy.
I already know I am.
Oh boy.
At the yard.
At the yard, done.
I don't even think I can fit 4 3-inch hoses on my shoulder.
You probably couldn't. I think you would collapse. All right, last couple dribbles. Foundation is done. Then we're gonna swing over and pour a little pad at the neighbor's place, and we're out of here. I bet Roger wants one more little splash. You're not training for muddy feet. You don't stand a chance. Get over yourself. He's fishing for trouble with guys from Texas. Bad move, bro. Wheelbarrow or two, I'll get you to scrape out. And you can do a little rinse in there too if you want. And this hopper here will be plenty, because all we're pouring is a little pad over here. It's really steep. Why would I text you?
Little stickers.
I got, hold on. There you go.
Nice.
Now you won't forget it. They're both training. Look at these stallions, a couple of thoroughbreds. Yeah. It takes 2 guys to pack the vibrator up the hill.
I just wanted to get my tip dirty.
There's no hope. They kept it nice and dry, so. Just like that, we're pretty much done. We got just enough in the hopper. I'm almost pumped right out. Make sure they got enough here. We'll swing around, pull the sponge back, listen for the sound of the ocean, head home for the weekend, but not really a weekend because we got a pour with the big stick tomorrow. So get home and get some sleep. How about that? There we go. An empty 25-foot 3-inch hose. I would say every pound. I can consult the Conforms catalog. Empty weight. I'm gonna say it's got to be 2.5 pounds per foot. But you got the friction of the hose dragging on the ground too. And the hardest part, you're trying to pinch them on your shoulders, 2 on each shoulder.
I'm just asking for a friend.
You're not gonna do it. 200 feet one way, 200 the other.
How long are the hoses?
25 footers.
25 feet. 200 feet.
I'll tell you what.
Someone else puts it on my shoulder?
Right now, I want you to roll up a 25 footer on each shoulder.
Okay.
You hike up that staircase. And you might have a chance.
If I make it to the top, I want to race.
Be reasonable, man.
Oh, we should get this. Let him actually do it.
That actually would be a good challenge.
It's a Friday.
Okay, this is ridiculous. They're pulling hoses off the pump now. They're gonna do a 25-foot 2-inch hose. This is a warm-up, 1 on each shoulder, and they're gonna hike the staircase. I don't know, man. Okay, well, I guess we've come this far. We gotta at least try it now. Okay, let's see this.
Okay, let's time it. Stop watch.
He's already lost his hard hat.
He's taking some weight off. Smart guy. Go, go, go.
Here we go, Concrete Olympics.
Da, 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 da.
Look at him go! Oh man, we got a ringer. I can't even keep up, and all I'm holding is a camera. Uh-oh! Don't give up on me. Don't give up. Look at you. Wow, now you're kind of stuck. Now you gotta come back down.
Alright,
How was it?
that was okay.
It was okay?
Not fun.
I'm winded, and that was just me with nothing. Well, maybe you do stand a chance against the big Texan. I don't know.
Well, we're not born here. We gotta go home.
Actually did a lot better than I thought there. I'm thoroughly impressed. A real speed.
Alright. Y'all have a good weekend.
We're gonna miss it. Don't give up. You can do it. Woo! Not feeling so good, are you? Wow. Okay, well, I guess we got a couple contenders. You must be a professional line pump operator. How was it?
Next job.
Oh, look at this, that's sweat. It is sweat.
Asian sweaties.
You realize that in Texas, it's like 40 degrees Fahrenheit hotter than this, right? This ain't even a warm-up, pal. There's no need to pull it apart, friend. Watch this. We're gonna do one sponge today. It's a one sponge kind of day. One hard ball. Not a medium ball, it's a hard ball. That's right, Dan. One hard ball. Water on. There it is. Ian knows where it is. There, guys. Pump in reverse, 50% volume. One sponge today. We'll just flood this thing out with water. Lots of water. One sponge will be just fine. Give her a little kick and a little spray. There she goes. Now we'll slow down a touch now that it's moving. There's that sound. Almost there. Oh, I think we're there. No, not quite. There it is. Couple big strokes, make sure it's home. Hello, Mr. Ocean. Just like that, we're done. You already said the like, share, subscribe part, so we're out. Make sure, comment, win the swing model. No, you're not eligible to win the swing model. You cannot win the swing model, but almost everybody else can. By everybody else, or almost everybody else, I mean anybody that I don't know directly. You can win the Schwing model. Overview. This big old 2,000-foot cliff. I'm guessing 2,000 feet, I don't know. It's called the Squamish Chief. Google it, let me know how high it is. I know that people hike up it. I know that I wouldn't want to.